UFC 323 is going to feature Merab trying for his 4th title defense inside a year against Petr Yan. That card's also going to feature Joshua Van versus Pantoja. So it's 2 titles on the line. Also announced Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbott and Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov.
Yeah. 4 good fights.
Talbot and
Cejudo.
Cejudo, huh? Not a matchup I would have predicted.
Same here. That's a tricky one for Talbot.
Yeah, that's a real tricky one for him.
Because his first loss, who was that to? And if I remember,
Barcelos.
He kind of got out grappled, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that because he's 10-1, 8 stoppages. Ronnie Barcelos by decision. Yeah, if I remember rightly, he kind of got out grappled and stuff like that.
Yeah,
comes back, gets a good win over Felipe Lima, rebounds, gets a decision, but now it's Henry Cejudo, which is a fun fight. And it's like, dude, all right, so you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights in the UFC, 1 on the contender, beat Felipe Lima. It's a big step up, though. The greatest combat sports athlete of all time, and stylistically, a problem.
I agree, but also, I guess with a big risk like that comes huge reward, because if he goes out there and he beats Henry Cejudo, forget that loss to Barcelos. You're throwing yourself. But hopefully things have been polished up too, because if you do beat Cejudo, you're putting yourself. You're in the shit. You're in the mix. Then you don't beat Cejudo and then start fighting guys that are number 15, 14 out of the rankings. Like you're on your way. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of guys, I feel like they want these fights. And I'm glad for them. But again, if you go and pull that one off, you're in the deep end for a long time.
But to be fair, this should be the state of things. I know they have rankings now, and back in the day, it was kind of, welcome to the UFC. Your next fight's Chuck Liddell if you're in the light heavyweight division and Chuck isn't the champion. You know, you're in the deep water straight away. Obviously, the roster is far bigger than it used to be. There's rankings, of course, but he's been around the UFC now since 2023. You know, so it's 2 years in the organization, 5 fights, as I say. Henry Cejudo, he's lost his last 3.
Yeah, but, and he's a stud. It's just
Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah,
is who beat him. Aljamain Sterling, Merab Dvalishvili, and then Song Yudong last time when he gets the eye poke. Yeah. So it's not like Henry Cejudo. I mean, you look at him, you think, oh, he's lost his last 3. We're talking Aljamain Sterling with the most title defenses at bantamweight. Merab Dvalishvili, that might just be the bantamweight GOAT, and then Song Yudong with the eye poke situation as well. So it's not like Henry's damaged goods.
No, not at all. Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity. Henry just wants to go and get it. He's talked about it, right? I want to get a win. I want to go out there and I want to get a win before I decide to make any decisions whether I'm moving on. Maybe it's his last. Maybe he figures if I can go out there, beat this young kid who's looked really good and just get back in the win column, he can finally say sayonara to combat sports. But again, it goes both ways. It's you got Henry Cejudo, who has the game plan. You look at what happened with Raoni Barcelos and how he beat Peyton Talbott. So you've got a great chance to go out there and do the same thing. And then on the other end is a massive opportunity for Peyton Talbott to really put himself right up in there in the rankings and beat a former double champ.
And not to mention Henry Cejudo can box as well. He's got legit hands, man. He's good. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. Merab versus Petr Yan rematch. First one was relatively close, but Merab took it. I know Yan has been very vocal about getting that rematch because I've commentated his last 2 or 3 fights. And at every meeting, he claims he was robbed by the judges. He's beaten Figueiredo. Who else has he beaten? Who's his last few for Petr Yan? It's Figueiredo. Hold on. I'm going to find it. I'm going to look it up. Petr Yan. Wiki, Bosch, Bish Bash Bosch.
Bosch.
Mario Pinto. It is Song Yudong, Figueiredo, Marcus McGee. There's his last 3 wins. Before that, Merab, O'Malley, and Aljo.
Yep.
So that's a good fight. All right, let's take a second and thank one of our sponsors on today's show, Sheath Underwear. Sheath makes the most comfortable boxer briefs that I've ever worn. If you're sick of boxers that are too loose or briefs that are too tight, Sheath is for you. Sheath Underwear is the best. Get one pair and it's going to change your life. The most comfortable boxer brief that you will ever put on your body. Plus, they have brand new materials like bamboo and mesh for even more cooling comfort. Go to sheathunderwear.com. Get the most comfortable underwear that you'll ever wear. Use the promo code BELIEVE20 and you'll get 20% off your order. That is sheathunderwear.com. Code is BELIEVE20 for 20% off your order.